Continue. And we're recording. All right. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to the April edition of the DVCA newsletter. I have with me three special guests. We have Riley O'Keefe, who is our Academic Integrity Officer working in the Discipline, Appeals and Complaints portfolio. Then, as always, we have Michelle here, our WHS chair, and we have Melinda Chadwick here with us, the new head of our student engagement team. So we'll each go around and give each other and provide some updates about what's happening. First update is on PST. I think the story is we're still not quite done with appointments. There's still some vacancies. The vacancies are problematic because it means workload is still high for teams where vacancies have not been filled. We're still having interviews, so hopefully we can power through them and fill the vacancies so that we can share the workload a little bit more. I appreciate your patience in this process. It's a big undertaking, and henceforth it's taken us quite a while to get there. We had today a meeting of the leads of the various portfolios within the DVCA overall portfolio about the opportunity that we really have to kind of rebirth the identity, the purpose, the mission of the DVCA portfolio. The service center is coming into existence. The Dean of Students portfolio is coming into existence. The portfolio DVCA is no longer what it used to be. And we think there's a great opportunity for all of us to kind of get together, individually the teams, but also collectively, to understand and articulate more clearly, not only to ourselves, but more broadly across the universities. What are we here? What are we doing? What's our purpose? And who are we working with? And how are we working across campus? So that's the starting point was today, and hopefully we'll start summarizing some of these ideas, and then these ideas will then go to the various sections, departments within the DVCA portfolio for discussion, marination, feedback. I'm hoping I don't want to take too long with this sort of stuff. Maybe, hopefully we can get this in 4 to 6 weeks, some discussion around how we identify and what do we want to achieve together. And I don't want to take away the individuality of each of the sections within the DVCA. I think they then have, their own sense of what they're doing and their identity and their purpose. But together, I think we need to coagulate it all up and have sort of bring it all together as a common identity. If it's a bit noisy here, I'm on the rooftop of the arts precinct, so that's why there's people. It's actually Leanne and Taryn, and they're having cocktails. I'm not sure. So that's from my perspective. And just kind of a shout out to a couple of days ago was Lesbian Visibility Day. So there's the Ally Network sent around, I think, a link to a video, and this newsletter also has a link to a video from some of the Macquarie Uni staff members on this particular topic. All right, with that, I'll hand over to Mel to talk to us about graduations.
Thanks, Mariella. So just a quick update on graduations. So from the 2nd to the 13th of May, we've got a fortnight of graduations again. So thank you just first off to everybody who's involved in facilitating and delivering those events. They're quite always very impactful on campus, and it's wonderful to see all of our students returning for their ceremonies. So there'll be plenty of students around with their families and friends going to our new graduation hall to celebrate their graduation. So keep an eye out for that. And some of the portfolios might be a little bit tight with timing just because of how much we're doing to support those graduations.
Right. And I do think you can sneak into the graduation hall just to watch a graduation, right, Mel? No one's going to be turned away.
No, always welcome to come and enjoy and clap. And I think, sitting through a few of them last session was really wonderful to see students pointing and waving to people that they knew in the audience, especially when it's their teachers or it's their support from Connect or from Wellbeing. It means so much to the students. And so I would absolutely love to see more people there to champion our students.
Yep. And the new hall, if you haven't been to the new hall, I think it's definitely worthwhile. And some of our graduations are like over lunch, so you can just maybe not bring your sandwich, but you can pop in and have a quick look. All right, thank you, Mel. And now over to Riley, academic integrity.
Thank you, Mary Ellen. Hi, everyone. I just thought I'd provide a quick update in what we're doing in the academic integrity space. So as you all would be aware, staff and students are expected to uphold the ethical standards in all areas of academic activities. To facilitate this, the expectation and of doing so is done so in the revision of the academic integrity policy and the revised academic integrity breach procedure. And it was introduced in February this year. These policy and procedure updates followed on from the successful launch of the new feedback, complaints and misconduct online reporting tool, which will be linked into this newsletter as well. The role of the unit conveners also changed in this process, so it's really important that we convey that message to our colleagues and our peers as well, and provide them with that communication and support if they need it. So what we've also done is built in a facility on that tool to be able to report any suspected academic cheating services that may advertise as lecturing support, maybe tutorial support, or anything that doesn't look legitimate. I know that there's a new flow and rush of communications from these academic cheating services on Instagram and Facebook as well. So if you do see something, it's important that you report it or at least flag it with us so we can detect and investigate that further. So also detecting contract cheating can be quite difficult. As we all know, these companies are getting quite good at hiding the nuances that we used to be able to pick them up at. So we've created tools and resources to help not only professional staff, but academic staff as well into identifying and defining what is contract cheating and how the university defines contract cheating as well. So it's really important, and the links will be available in this newsletter for you to have a look at. And I all encourage you to complete the academic integrity staff module as well, that is available now on Workday. There is the foundational module, which I hope you all enjoy and complete. And there is an advanced module as well, if you'd like to test your skills and knowledge. And as always, if there's anything academic integrity related that you need a hand with, or advice or support, or maybe you've got a question, or even advice or feedback as well on how we can enhance academic activities within the classroom, please let me know. And the email address you can contact me at is either my personal one, or I'll pop it in the newsletter as well.
Ronnie, what should anyone do who finds a poster stuck somewhere on campus and it looks a little bit sus?
So when we're around campus as well, and what we can do as professional staff, and thank you, Mariella, is look for posters and signs of contract cheating posters and illegitimate academic cheating services, which may disguise themselves as that lecturing support and posters. Rip them down. Rip them down. You can take a photo of it first, that might be preferable. Send it to me, rip it down, and then bring me the poster, because we need to start making ourselves a little bit more aware of kind of how these cheating services are targeting our students, and really, really promote that message throughout the community that these services are not okay. And one of the methods that they do that is by putting posters up around the university.
Great. Thank you, Riley. I'll now hand over to Michelle.
Thanks, Mariella. I'd like to encourage everyone to start to get moving and to remember how important movement is. As we move into the colder months, our bodies naturally slow down. And while we may not be running marathons or considering hibernation, most of us need just a little bit of a nudge or encouragement to help us to remain moving. Now, Macquarie has some great guides to keep you moving. There's self-guided campus walks, and you can see the university decked out in all the beautiful autumn colours, as you can see in my background. So it's quite a nice thing to do. And we also encourage people to stretch at your workstation. And there's some posters available for stretching at your workstation. And I'll put links to both the campus walks and the stretches in the newsletter that's coming out. I'd also encourage people to visit the Move More, Sit Less website, where you can challenge your thinking about moving and sitting and share what you find with others in your team. And as always, remember to report any accidents or incidents that happen around campus on the raw online reporting system. And yeah, that's it for me.
That's excellent. In fact, thanks to Mel's idea, we started our meeting this morning with a bit of a 15-minute Zumba session. So Mel took us through how, if anyone wants to do that in their meetings, what do they have to do?
So we've got a contact at the Sports and Aquatics Centre. Julia Powell will be able to hook you up. Nadine was great today. So it is a flat rate. So you just need to have a chat to Julia about that and just be clear about what time and what exactly you want from it. But I think it's a great opportunity for us to get moving. You know, we're all sitting quite a bit at the moment, and Zumba and dancing is quite a joyous type of exercise, but we were all sweating by the end of it, weren't we, Mariella? Yeah.
My God, you know, it was just 15 minutes. I mean, I couldn't do this for 45. But I think what it does to the meeting, in addition to the health benefits that Michelle was mentioning, is I think it just changes the atmosphere of the whole meeting and the participants in the meeting. And I think it makes for a very positive start to a meeting. Particularly, we had a 3-hour strategy meeting. And so that was a great start for all of us into that meeting, rather than, you know, it's 9 o'clock and I have to be here. And so I highly recommend that. If you have any questions about how to do it, just feel free to contact me or Mel. And I encourage you to do that. I think it was just $50, wasn't it? And I'm sure
it's not much money. And I think the benefits outweigh the cost, really.
Yeah. And we can fund that. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it from the 4 of us. And we'll see you next month with an update. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.